Hi guys, welcome to Click Here for Spoilers. I'm your host Adrian, and today we're going to be talking about Avengers Endgame.
So excited.
Very excited.
Oh my god.
So today I have two guests with me.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Jan.
Both great people, both movie enthusiasts. Matthew here is an MCU expert.
Well, you know, somewhat.
He's seen all the movies.
Relative to
Everyone.
this group.
I enjoyed this movie very much. I think everyone did, right? Or
Yes. Well, it had its moments. I think there were some things I could have maybe done with that. But
okay, so wait.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Before we jump into it, let me remind you guys that as the title indicates, this is a spoiler podcast / YouTube channel, so there will be a lot of spoilers. If you don't want this movie to be spoiled, turn it off.
yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It's AKA hello.
Yeah, I guess I could have just said that.
Yeah, all the haters and the trolls out there, you know, if you don't like it, just don't watch the video.
That's right.
Okay.
We-
It's YouTube.
We don't
though,
like
so-
ourselves for a lot of reasons. You don't need to tell us why we don't like ourselves.
No, we tell ourselves every day. It's okay.
But you know what we do like? If you like and subscribe the channel.
Oh.
A call to action.
Yes.
Part of the.
All right, why
formula.
don't we start talking about the movie?
I think this is the best movie I've ever seen.
It is amazing.
It
Yeah.
changed my
So
life
many
too.
levels.
but,
I've never seen
Yeah.
a movie that looked just that stunning. I mean, huge budget.
I know. This is like it's like Gone with the Wind.
Oh.
So it's like Avengers,
Oh.
Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, you know?
Okay.
That's the top three.
Okay, you got me back with the Citizen.
Yeah, I wasn't
Gone
really
with the
here.
Wind.
Gone
We're kind of
No, it's a classic. Biggest movie ever.
A lot of sleepers.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
It
that's
happened. It's real. You know?
Okay,
What are you gonna
true.
do?
right. It's real.
But
This isn't real. Endgame's not real.
could be.
Could be.
There, you know what?
It felt real.
There were a lot of I feel like they really dug into the characters.
Yeah, I have to agree
It
with
felt very honest. It was honestly very impressive.
Well, which part did you think was the most like emotionally like engaging part of the movie?
I thought Thanos' transformation was incredibly moving.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Because the film starts off with Thanos just sitting alone. His little Thanos farm.
that. Yeah, picking up right where the last film ended.
Yeah.
So the continuity is definitely there.
And he looks so sad. Like he pulled off his greatest dream.
And it wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. He was still missing something.
Yeah, but not only was it like, you know, like the emotional thing was there, but he lost a lot of weight too, which was really struck me. Like Thanos, like it was like a skinny Thanos.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm done like being a fighter. I'm done being an aggressor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be this more like you know, mellow, kind of docile. Like he had like a dancer's body, which I
Yeah.
really liked.
It was a good
Well,
way to
actually, it
show
was-
us his emotional.
I
Like
read that it
turmoil.
was she's uncredited, but it's Cara Delevingne's body, and they superimposed Josh Brolin's head onto it.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, her body is like a canvas. You know, she can do anything.
I heard you
So-
can do that now in real life. Like you can have like a transplant. So you can get a women's
Like-
body and a male head.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
I mean-
a face-off situation.
Yeah, something like that. Except it's
Okay.
like a head off. So you just like
If you could have
Transplant the
any
head.
Avengers face on your face, whose would you pick and why?
Yeah, you answer first. Let me think.
well, I mean, I would go with Steve Rogers.
Yeah, hell
I mean,
yeah.
he's just
God,
like
chiseled
a
face.
specimen.
God, yeah.
yeah.
Get his butt on my face.
I think I'd want
Jesus.
Gamora's
Seriously?
green face. Maybe.
Yeah, she had a cool face.
Oh my god.
Gamora?
Yeah. Gamora's green face. Wanna be
Green?
green? Got
Green?
green?
I don't know about that.
She
Yes.
makes green work.
She does. Green's pretty hot, Gamora.
Yeah. Well, she was okay in this movie.
Oh, well, yeah, another thing. Gamora did not die. I don't think that'll surprise anyone, though.
Yeah, no one thought she died. I think the filmmakers got that she didn't die, so they just brought her back. They didn't even explain it.
What do you mean? Didn't you see the Thriller dance?
That's what brought her back to life.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
Obviously. You know. Okay, so you missed the little details there, but you love this
This
film.
guy
Well, you know I
falls
fall- yeah.
asleep. Yeah.
No, it's true. It's true. Every movie I fall
It's
asleep.
unbelievable.
To be fair, this movie was pretty long,
Yeah.
so a nap was kind of deserved.
Longest
God.
Marvel movie.
Longest
date, I'm
movie,
pretty sure.
I think, right?
Longest movie?
This was 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's like a job.
Yeah,
It's
it is a
pretty
job.
much a job.
9 to 5. Call out, watch the Avengers.
But
You
you
love
really
this
get your
guy.
money's worth.
Yeah, oh
I mean,
my
for
God.
the ticket price.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, $30 well spent.
It's probably going to be in theaters until we're dead.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely not going to take it out anytime soon. Not with that scene. Oof, that
Oh.
scene.
God.
Oh, that's the scene that I've been wanting. You know. You know what scene
Why
I'm
don't
talking
you
about.
tell him?
All right, we could do that. Spoilers, okay. This one has to be seen because I mean, we've already had like our beefcakes in the previous Avengers movies, but
Too
Never-
many, maybe.
it's okay if you're feeling
It's
inadequate.
the time we live
It's
in.
okay if you're feeling inadequate, Matthew, but we need this. Okay, we needed this, and what I needed was an orgy, an
Oh my
MCU
God.
orgy, and I got it. I didn't even know I wanted it until I saw it.
I knew I wanted it. I'm glad I got it. Interesting choice that it was all male.
Oh my god, this is the
You
best
didn't.
part.
You didn't think
Well,
they jumped
Groot's,
the
yeah,
shark.
Groot's a dude.
You didn't think they jumped the shark with it.
Groot is definitely a dude.
Yeah. Well, it was weird because like
I mean,
he didn't
he's
really
actually
have a
a
penis.
tree. Yeah,
Yeah,
that made
but,
it even more
Just a lot of
interesting.
sap everywhere. It was very confusing.
Yeah, but you know,
Like-
I mean, trees are phallic.
And
Yeah,
you
got
can
branches.
get viney and
You're
stuff,
right.
and you
Yeah.
can get up and in there and
Mm.
stuff. You know, he was doing it. He was, you know, I was about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like I feel like it's all these movies like too much for the ladies. And Marvel knows that their fan base is a lot of guys.
Exactly.
Honestly, over the last 50, 60 years.
But I
Didn't
mean,
get enough.
with Captain Marvel and now
Oh,
this, I
gosh.
feel like they're really trying to rope in women.
Trying
and I
to?
appreciate that. Yeah, they got
Every
me
other
to tell you
movie I
that.
see like guy with his shirt off, 6-pack, unbelievable. It's like
Wait a minute.
It's
the
not
guy-
realistic.
You didn't like that? You
It's
never liked that?
I mean,
You've
it's
seen
all
30
right.
of these movies
it's
and you
all
never
right.
liked that?
It's all
I
right.
was
You know.
looking at you
But it's-
during the orgy scene. You were not asleep.
You didn't look away.
Yeah.
You didn't look away.
Well, yeah, it's a spectacle.
Fair.
I like
Yeah.
spectacles.
Very
honestly.
Very
Words
hot
of the spectacle.
spectacle. Hot testicle spectacle.
Jesus. I mean,
I mean, they earned
yeah.
that R rating. I'm surprised it was only R.
Oh my god. I was ready for it.
Oh man.
No kids allowed. Thank you.
Well, I guess I like that they took risks.
Yeah.
I'll
They
say
did.
that.
They took
It
a
was
lot of
very.
risks.
A lot of risks. They shot it in fucking space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was alright. that was a lot.
I think you're just mad that Elon Musk was involved.
I know, he just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, he's a little creepy.
He bugs me.
Thought it was weird that he, with no explanation, replaced Iron Man in one scene.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
like
he
we
just wanted
wouldn't
the suit.
notice. It was.
I think
Yeah.
he just wanted the suit.
He must
Well,
have given them
I'm-
so much
Well,
money.
okay,
to
he's
shoot
the
in space.
he's the real life Iron Man.
No, he's not.
That's his
He
name.
sucks.
That's his nickname.
Yeah, that he gave himself.
Is that-
You could call
Yeah, I was
yourself
like,
a real
was-
life.
did he
Iron
actually?
Man.
He didn't give that to himself.
Yeah, you're right. The one.
Stan Lee.
Okay, yeah, R.I.P.
Sorry,
R.I.P.
sorry, it's
Stanley.
too soon.
Too
Yeah,
soon.
It was too soon.
Moment
Let's
of- moment of
let's move on
silence.
from the Elon Musk cameo because I don't know how I felt about that one.
Gross. It was gross.
Huh.
I loved so much about that movie.
Yes.
I hate that guy. But it was shot in space, so you know,
Yeah.
it was very cool to not have
Space is
CGI.
in. Space is in.
But it was just riveting, you know, because we've never been to space.
No, but now I felt like I was.
Yeah.
I was there.
I mean, it's a great science fiction film. It's like one of the best science fiction films of all time.
There's so much time travel.
Especially with the time
Yeah.
travel.
I usually struggle with time travel, and I'll admit I still found it a little confusing, but I was very much there for the ride.
I mean, there were like 4 parallel timelines going on.
Yeah.
I mean, bravo on them for tackling all those changes going on.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
let's list the 4 timelines then. Okay, we got Thanos versus Thanos.
Yeah.
That's in
Thanos versus young Thanos.
so that's like a parallel timeline,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also within the regular timeline of the movie.
Yeah. So that's, I guess I had a hard time with that. That
Yeah.
to me was very confusing.
Then we got Captain America and Ant-Man going
That was
back in
my
time.
favorite time
Yes.
slot.
Yeah,
Yes.
By far the richest thematically.
yeah. They meet Hitler.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I mean,
Well,
it's been like,
I thought that was
how long has it been since World War II? I mean, we can talk about Hitler now, right?
like 20 years at least.
Well,
I'm fucking with you. I
It's
know
like
World War
crack
II.
open a book, Adrian. Girls.
yeah. So I feel like it was time that we make Hitler into a more sympathetic character.
I did
No!
not feel like it was
Get
that.
into his
No,
psyche.
I will not agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad they killed him again. Thank
Yeah.
you for letting
It
me
was
see
also
another
really,
death.
so like here's the thing.
Yeah.
Ant-Man was like, "Oh, I have a time machine. Let's stop Thanos from killing everyone." And then Cap was like, "A time machine? I've got an old grudge." And Ant-Man's like, "What?" And he's like, "Can we kill Hitler first?" And Ant-Man's like, "Yeah, cool. I don't care. Whatever. We can do that first."
Yeah, because as the American
Yeah, that was like,
stand-in, he has to take out.
yeah.
Hitler.
Once Captain America
Can't
hears
resist.
time, he's like, "Ooh, 1940s. Bucky Barnes. Gotta kill Hitler."
Yeah, obviously that's where his brain went.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the great
30s.
thing was that he didn't kill him intentionally.
No.
So it was a very conflicting situation because like the Cap isn't a murderer.
But Hitler's like the ultimate murderer.
Yeah.
Before Thanos.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right,
Thanos and Hitler, great juxtaposition too.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, the story structure is just on point.
The way
Yeah,
they
that-
killed Hitler. Do you want to tell him?
I mean, yeah, they dropped a piano on him. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Poetic.
Yeah, it's like, it could have happened. That's the whole thing. Like that's something that could have really happened.
But you know what couldn't have happened? When it fell on him, the piano inexplicably played hot cross buns on its own. I thought that was very strange.
And then it exploded.
Yeah.
What? What?
Was it like a time piano? That was never really explained. Do you think that signified something?
I guess that could make sense. I mean, if it's something that wasn't supposed to happen, but then it did, so I'm sure like a lot
Oh,
of
like
other
a
things.
butterfly effect
Yeah.
thing. They did hint at, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I could have done with a little less Hitler.
It was weird that we saw his rejection letter from art school.
I mean, whatever. Can't draw.
Yeah, well, that's what the letter said.
Sorry. Yeah,
Can't
sorry.
draw. Sorry.
It was beautiful.
Get a piano on your head.
Yeah.
Totally okay with that.
That part was not in the letter. Here's a piano.
No. But
You got to see Hitler as an artist,
Yeah.
as
Not a good
a
artist.
lover of animals.
What?
I mean, it's something everyone can relate to. And then I'm like, okay, so he
He
killed
did
a
love-
lot of people.
It
but
was weird that he
I
had
don't
He was a person.
understand. Matthew, what are you doing? You're reaching so far.
Didn't
I
you
will
think-
not sympathize with a bad artist, Hitler. I will not do it.
But you could sympathize with Thanos though.
That is.
But he
I
killed
know you got
people.
emotional when he
Okay.
killed Gamora in the
They're
first
not-
movie.
I did.
Yeah.
That was actually very heartbreaking.
He loved.
That was like his daughter.
It was also
His
sad
green-skinned
to
daughter.
see Hitler kill his turtle.
Ugh, that's how you knew he was sick, and he had to
Yeah.
go.
But he
Had
felt
to
like
go.
he was making a sacrifice.
I guess Thanos is also very sick.
Is
Yeah.
the turtle Gamora?
Oh,
Is that Hitler's Gamora? Is that
because
what
it's green?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, it's pretty obvious.
Oh,
But
excuse me,
but see,
Dad.
I think that it all makes sense because it gets to the heart of the movie, which is that Thanos is not a bad guy.
I have to. Can we just talk about Ja Rule just like a little bit? Because that was so.
First of all, I loved the scene where Thanos was watching the Fire Festival documentary and like he didn't think it was disaster because he's like, oh, tents, alcohol,
What is the
people
problem?
running around,
Yeah.
this rules. And then, yeah, at that point he had linked up with Tony Stark.
Right.
And he was watching that. And then Tony
Yeah.
Stark was like, oh, you like this?
Yeah, they work things out.
Yeah.
You know, Ja Rule brought them together.
Yeah,
As
because
Ja
John
Rule
is a
does.
he's a really good friend of Tony Stark's. You find out in the movie, which at first I thought was weird, but it totally makes sense.
Because Ja Rule's a mogul,
Yeah,
and you know he had a little setback, just like Tony Stark had.
yeah.
So they have
Just
a lot
like
in common.
Thanos had. Well,
Yeah.
he wasn't mogul; he was a murderer, but he still had a setback.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're all the same.
Yeah, we're all John Rule.
I love this movie. It's the best movie.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that ending?
Okay.
I was surprised that Dr. Phil played such a huge role.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of happy to see him make a film comeback though, since Saw, like what, 5?
Yeah. That was weird.
So like, okay, Dr.
That,
Phil.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah, see?
That's a
See?
deep cut.
I was happy to see Dr. Phil back. I was like, I haven't seen you since you were acting with Shaq.
I'm just happy when he's like off the streets and not telling anyone what their problems are. He's not a real doctor.
Yeah, so make him
Dr.
not a real
Pepper
doctor in
situation.
Endgame.
Yeah.
And he served as a uniting force for the Avengers.
It's true because they were all so conflicted after 8 hours of turmoil.
Yeah, they really did need to just like sit down,
yeah.
work things out.
Well,
I mean, the orgy helped.
very much.
But-
Yeah, it brought the men together.
It brought them
And
together
they were
physically and I think
Mm.
somewhat emotionally, but they still had a little baggage there,
Yeah.
and Dr. Phil had to really rein it all in.
Smooth it out.
Yeah.
You know, smooth them out.
I also thought Spider-Man made a really nice macaroni picture of his feelings in that scene.
It's cute.
Not,
Yeah.
he wasn't in the orgy. Too young. Okay.
No, well,
You
he
mean-
was still
you mean
dead
the
at that
therapy
point.
scene.
That was after. Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
before the therapy scene. So remember how we told you guys that Steve Rogers and Ant-Man are in the 40s. You know, they accidentally kill Hitler with a piano, and then Ant-Man's time machine craps out, basically.
I mean, as time machines do.
Sure.
Yeah.
They ride it out until all I can think of is his real name, Michael Douglas.
Oh
What's
yeah.
his name in the
Right.
movie?
Is it like Hank Pym maybe?
Oh, yes. I think.
Pym? One of
Yeah,
the Pyms?
something Pam.
Something like that, yes. Hank. I think Hank is his
Okay, yeah,
first
yeah.
name, yeah.
Anyway, they have to ride it out until the 70s, until Hank Pym is around to like fix the time machine.
Yeah.
And that's a really fun ride, by the way, watching like Captain America experience the 60s.
Yeah, a romp, if
Yeah.
you will.
It was a romp.
Yeah.
It felt like a different movie, but
It's like a
never
buddy
really,
movie,
Yeah.
you know.
A little bit of Almost Famous in there. They toured with the Rolling Stones.
And perfect casting with Paul Rudd because he doesn't really age.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it kind of works.
Yeah.
It's great. Perfect.
Yeah, I love that. I kind of wish that was like the whole movie.
That would rule.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
That could be its own spinoff.
yeah,
Well,
go
yeah.
back. There's a lot that we didn't see.
Sony.
So anyway, though, back to the
Bye-bye,
movie.
Sony.
So and this is the time travel thing where I was confused.
Mm.
So they brought the Avengers that died back to life by going to the future, like before they were killed, and just bringing them back to the present.
Yes. I think that's where it gets into the different timelines.
Yeah.
Right?
That's where like that's where Hitler being killed comes in,
Yeah.
because that causes another
Yes.
parallel timeline.
Yeah,
They
timeline
screwed
where
up.
Hitler
Yeah.
killed himself and then piano. Suicide
So they
piano.
brought the Avengers from the timeline where Hitler died into our timeline where Hitler did really horrible things.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
All of the
Hitler also died in our timeline.
Yeah. Well.
But, yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
Yeah, then the Avengers were kind of broken up about. Well, the Avengers that came back were upset about leaving their old lives behind, and that's where
Oh,
Dr.
right.
Phil came in. And the other Avengers were conflicted because they felt like the new Avengers were the same but not quite. You know, the ones
Right.
that died.
They weren't the ones
Yeah,
they
there was
knew.
a disconnect.
But at a certain point, it's like that's why I like this movie, because you have to move on. Like, yeah, you're gonna have some losses, but
Yeah.
you can't keep going back and changing things.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they missed their old lives, they learned to deal with it.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm like tearing up a little bit. Okay, so one of my favorite things about the movie was the soundtrack. So I definitely want to talk about that.
Okay,
Right.
Specifically, the Rocket and Lady Gaga cover of In the Shallows.
Oh, perfect.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
I agree.
it's so crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like Bradley Cooper and Lady
Be
Gaga coming back together.
Reunited.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was great. That was just so great over the credits.
I loved it.
I think, yeah, definitely like another Oscar contender for sure.
Do you think that song could win 2 Oscars?
Yeah.
Definitely gonna download that. Might even pay the 99 cents. Or what, I think it's $1.99 now, but whatever.
Yeah, pay for it.
Once I get paid again, because again, I spent all my money seeing the goddamn Avengers movie.
You have to see it in IMAX.
Yeah.
It's the only way to see it.
Yeah,
I had to get a popcorn. You gotta get a popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
The only way to view that orgy scene was with popcorn.
Yeah, it makes your mouth...
Crunch.
It does make your mouth water a little bit.
See?
Yeah.
See?
No, because it's involuntary. It's involuntary.
Okay, but that's how good the scene was.
That's how feelings.
No, I still didn't like it though.
You felt
okay.
You felt.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we should wrap it up.
Yeah. So, last word. Which Avenger would you?
Hulk. The Hulk.
Why?
I said it weird.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Deep.
I know. It was a gut roll reaction. I just the Hulk. If I was like immortal and would not get murdered by his green shit penis. But, yeah. Hulk. Yeah. I'm a feather.
Well, Thor sure didn't get killed.
That's true. But he's immortal.
Also true.
That's true. Yeah, he is a god.
That's probably what I do with that.
Yeah. How about you?
Ooh, I mean, definitely Captain America. I feel like I talk about it all the
That's
time.
true.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
You do talk about it a lot. He has that beard in the movie. Oh my
He
god.
did get hotter with that beard.
Yeah, he did. Oh, when he was just traveling with the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Sexy.
The beard just comes and goes.
Yeah.
And that's been pretty hard for him to keep growing it out, cutting it off.
I don't know, and I don't care because I like seeing the whole face. I like when he hides it away. I like both ways.
Okay.
It's like coy, you know.
He's just playing hide the face.
Yeah, I'm like, where's that jaw? It's that $1 million jaw, you know.
It's there. And you, Matthew?
Cap.
I don't know. I have to plead the fifth on that one.
Groot. It's Groot.
Yeah, duh.
If you don't want to
Kinky.
answer, you were into Groot.
Oh god. Okay.
So are you gonna answer?
Groot with the vines.
All right. I gotta think about this because I don't just give it out to anyone.
Oh my god.
I'm not just.
This was supposed to be a fun question.
You think it's too odd?
People gotta judge me on this.
Raccoon?
Who?
Raccoon?
Raccoon poo?
Ew.
I mean,
Rocket cock.
I'm gonna go with. I think.
A lot of rhymes.
I feel like Doctor Strange might be a lot of fun.
Oh, holy crap!
He's got the magic.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Transdimensional.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Last thing, thumbs up or down? Thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up for me.
Okay.
So yeah, go see the Avengers if you haven't already, but I can't imagine you haven't because why would you be watching a spoilers video? I don't know. Alright, well anyway, thank you for checking out. Click here for spoilers.
Bye.